My name is Glenn Saylor. I live at 340 Reed Avenue, Northwest, North Canton, Ohio. I too come tonight to talk about issue 5. The actions of the law director was a poke in the eye to the citizens of North Canton. And if that wasn't bad enough, the actions, or rather inactions, of City Council poked the other eye of the citizens of North Canton. No wonder residents are upset at what happened at City Hall. Law Director Fox should have notified the public of his decision not to include issue 5 in the municipal ordinance. And that notification should have been done in a timely manner. Ordinance 34-10 defines the duties and responsibilities of the law director. One of these duties is as follows, quote, communicates legal policies, procedures, and decisions to City Council, city and officials, and the general public. So clearly the law director is allowed to communicate decisions to the general public. And in this case, he had an obligation to notify the public, since it was the public that had approved the ordinance in the first place. It was not City Council, it was the voters of North Canton. And contrary to what Mr. Fox says, and I'm not a lawyer, but I don't think there was any attorney-client privilege that prevented him from making this decision known to the public. In addition, the law director had an obligation to notify the public in a timely manner. Remember that issue 5 was passed in November 2012, not November 2013. So a reasonable person would expect that the law director could have made his decision known to the public early 2013 at the latest. This would have given the public the opportunity to press council to adopt legislation consistent with issue 5 so that on December 1st, 2013, it could take effect. Law Director Fox finally notified City Council in executive session based upon the repository article late 2013. We don't know the exact date of that session, so I would ask the council tonight put that into record, exactly the date that that executive session occurred and the members that were present. But what did council do? You did nothing. Surprisingly, there was no attempt to draft legislation and pass it on an emergency basis so that it could become law effective December 1. Council loves to pass all sorts of legislation on an emergency basis. But in this case, a case where true emergency existed, council stood silent, did nothing, and told no one. And in doing so, doing nothing, 4 members of council, for their own personal benefit, received health care insurance, which they should not have been able to receive. Certainly these members could have, if they wanted, found alternative health care insurance plans. After all, Councilman Foltz, Mayor Held were able to do so. And you had over a full year to do that, to get that all lined up. Lest I forget, I'd like to thank the citizens of North Canton that brought this issue to light. And I'd also like to thank Mr. Wang and the repository for the excellent reporting that they did. So where do we go from here? Well, at least we started to see some action here. I was quite disappointed that all I've heard was a lot of excuses and political spins, but no apologies. But the one thing that still hasn't been done is to read into the minutes Mr. Fox's opinion. So I would like that to be done tonight based upon the repository article. You have the ability to do that, contrary to what Mr. Snyder has said. So I'd like at least one councilman to be brave enough to do that, put that into public record, and as well as state the date of the executive session and the individuals present at that executive session. Thank you.